Imagine being summoned by the king, and your life depends on answering a riddle. The Sultan challenged Abu Nuwas to answer an impossible riddle. Using wordplay, Abu Nuwas provided a technically correct but humorous answer. Before we begin, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue spreading Islamic wisdom and stories to inspire hearts everywhere. In the bustling city of Baghdad, there lived a man named Abu Nuwas, famous for his quick wit. One day, the Sultan gave him an impossible task. Bring me something that is neither alive nor dead. The court was baffled, but Abu Nuwas returned with a salted fish. It doesn't swim, yet it's not rotting, he explained. The Sultan laughed, realizing the clever trick and rewarding Abu Nuwas for his brilliance. Long ago in Baghdad, the Sultan wanted to test Abu Nuwas. He commanded, "Find me the center of the earth." Without hesitation, Abu Nuwas placed a stick in the palace courtyard. "Here it is," he said. When the Sultan questioned him, Abu Nuwas replied, "If you don't believe me, measure it yourself." The court erupted in laughter, and the Sultan admired his sharp mind. In the grand palace of Baghdad, the Sultan ordered Abu Nuwas to count the stars by sunrise. Instead of attempting the impossible, Abu Nuwas filled a sack with sand and placed it before the Sultan. "Count these first, then you'll know the number of stars," he said. The Sultan laughed, realizing the challenge had been cleverly turned around. The Sultan once told Abu Nuwas to bring him the most beautiful bird in the kingdom. Abu Nuwas arrived the next day with a mirror. "This bird reflects beauty beyond any feather," he said, holding it up to the Sultan. The court laughed at the witty twist, and the Sultan kept the mirror as a prize. One morning, the Sultan announced, "Abu Nuwas, bring me the ocean in a cup." The next day, Abu Nuwas handed him a cup of salty water. "If you wish for the whole ocean, simply pour this into a hole and wait," he joked. The Sultan laughed so hard, he declared Abu Nuwas the smartest man in Baghdad. The Sultan wanted to see if Abu Nuwas could bring him a gift fit for a king but worth nothing. Abu Nuwas presented him with air trapped in a sealed jar. "It is priceless and free at the same time," he said. The Sultan chuckled, appreciating the creativity behind such a gift. One day, the Sultan challenged Abu Nuwas to bring him the tallest mountain in the city. Abu Nuwas returned with a small pile of dirt on a tray. "It is a mountain to an ant," he said with a grin. The court laughed, and the Sultan applauded his clever reasoning. Abu Nuwas was ordered to make the palace garden bigger without moving any walls. The next day, he placed mirrors along the walls, making the garden look endless. The Sultan laughed at the illusion, impressed by his creative mind. The Sultan once asked Abu Nuwas to prove that the sun could be captured. The next day, Abu Nuwas brought a jar filled with water, reflecting the sunlight. "Behold, the sun in my jar," he said. The Sultan smiled, knowing he had been outsmarted yet again. The Sultan declared Abu Nuwas, "Bring me the sound of laughter." The following day, Abu Nuwas arrived with a bell. "Strike it, and you will hear the laughter of metal," he explained. The Sultan shook his head, laughing himself, knowing he had lost the challenge. The Sultan told Abu Nuwas to find the fastest thing in the world. Abu Nuwas replied, "It's a thought that reaches its destination before you can blink." The Sultan nodded, impressed by the depth hidden in his humor. When ordered to show the wind, Abu Nuwas tied a scarf to a stick and let it flutter. "The wind is invisible, but its dance is not," he said. The court cheered, and the Sultan praised his insight. The Sultan wanted to know if Abu Nuwas could weigh the moon. Abu Nuwas placed a rock on a scale. "This weighs exactly as much as the moon." "Here on earth?" he said. The absurd yet clever reply drew laughter from all. One afternoon, the Sultan asked Abu Nuwas to bring him water that is dry. Abu Nuwas returned with snow. "It's water, but it doesn't flow," he explained. The Sultan smiled, realizing the genius in such a simple answer. One afternoon, the Sultan asked Abu Nuwas to bring him water that is dry. Abu Nuwas returned with snow. "It's water, but it doesn't flow," he explained. The Sultan smiled, realizing the genius in such a simple answer. Abu Nuwas was told to fetch a shadow in a box. The next day, he brought an empty chest. "The shadow was here until I opened it," he said. The Sultan laughed, acknowledging the playful trick. When the Sultan demanded to see a bridge made of smoke, Abu Nuwas lit incense and pointed to the curling trails in the air. "Behold, a bridge no one can cross," he said. The Sultan applauded the imagination behind it. The Sultan challenged Abu Nuwas to bring him a piece of the sky. Abu Nuwas handed him a bowl of water reflecting the clouds. "Now the sky is yours," he said. The court marveled at the poetic trick. Once, the Sultan wanted a picture that moves. Abu Nuwas brought him a small pool with rippling water. "The water paints itself every moment," he said. The Sultan smiled, seeing the art in motion. Abu Nuwas was ordered to make a straight line disappear. He simply drew a longer line beside it. Now the first line is gone, for it is no longer the longest, he explained. The Sultan laughed, impressed by the simplicity. The Sultan demanded a treasure no one can steal. Abu Nuwas pointed to his head. My knowledge, he said, for it is the one treasure that travels with me always. The Sultan agreed, calling it the most valuable gift of all. The Sultan laughed so hard he forgot he was supposed to punish him.